How do you live during a war? What's your main difficulties?
Main difficulty during the war, I guess, it's being here because you understand that you are not on the front line.
Yeah.
But you still feel guilty yourself because currently you can go, for example, here in Lviv and drink some coffee instead of being there with guys on the war. But there is such a lot of different stages in war, such a lot of different things to do during the war. Someone need to be on the front line. Someone need to be here and make some money and donate to the guys on the front line and so on. But nevertheless, you feel guilty yourself.
So what are you doing here? You are a student or you work here? Or?
I'm a student and additionally I'm working here in Lviv. So
okay, what are you doing for the Ukrainian army? You know,
I'm donating.
Okay.
As much as I can, and on the beginning of the war I was trying to help as far as I could. I was I don't know, on the beginning of the war I was riding through the Lviv trying to search some medicines and send to the front lines.
Okay, super, thank you. Can you tell me how do you live during your war? What's your main difficulties?
The main difficulty is that we are receiving so many dead colleagues, dead citizens daily, and we are thinking every day about the war.
Okay.
We are reading news, of course. We are feeling everything that here in Lviv.
Okay.
I'm from Lutsk. It's not far from Lviv. Everything is peaceful, more or less, but it's because of our soldiers that are fighting daily. So I must say that it's very difficult times. Thanks French people for supporting Ukraine.
Thank you.
It's very important for us. We appreciate that. We understand that if we are not support from European Union, from France, from Germany, from Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Poland, USA, our nation would not have existed anymore.
I know.
As a state, first of all. And thank you very much.
And what are you doing in Lviv? You are a student or you work here? Or?
I'm like a tourist for several days because, as you may understand, the war is a very long-term process, and we can't stay only in our houses and just crying. We should live. We should try to do something, to work, of course, to pay taxes and everything else.
Okay, and do you do something for the Ukrainian army? Like maybe you give some donation or something like this, you know?
Me personally, I'm donating not daily, but like 2 times, 3 times a week.
Okay.
I'm trying to support more close guys from our community. I mean, the people that are fighting, that are volunteering for the war.
Okay.
It's called like volunteering, but they are actually soldiers.
Okay.
And of course donating for big funds like Come Back Alive. It's the biggest Ukrainian fund, and others.
Okay, super. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, so the biggest difference is that you are worried every day. A lot of people die every day.
Okay.
And as a man, you always feel this guilt. And on the other side, you are not ready to go there, at least yet, because it's disastrous what is happening there. You need to be strong and ready. And of course, you worry about your family.
Of course, of course.
I have my parents who are like in 60s.
Okay.
And you have this air alarm at least at some point it was almost every second night, and it was extremely difficult when you have to spend 5 hours in the basement. So when you are young it's more or less acceptable, but you worry about your parents, you worry about your wife, and I think this would be the most difficult issues that we face. I work in Lviv at the hotel.
Okay.
And at the beginning we hosted a lot of people. We gave a free accommodation for those who moved from the east.
Okay.
But after some time we like moved back to the normal work. And I have to say that in Lviv we are like 1,300 kilometers from the front line. Economically, life is more or less okay.
Okay.
So you can find work. Actually, a lot of people moved out from Ukraine, so there is actually some demand for qualified people. And economically, life is more or less okay.
Normal.
The worst, as I said, is that you realize that people, your neighbor or I don't know, your relative can die any day at the war, and that you are worried about your close ones. So that would be two main difficulties.
Okay, super. Thank you very much. Слава Україні.
Героям слава.